Hi everyone. So welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we group 3 will be presenting on BHL, the industry analysis for the course strategic formulation and implementation. If you like a video, do like, comment and share. So BHL is in India's largest engineering and manufacturing enterprise in energy and infrastructure sector.
Established in 1964, BHEL is a leading power equipment manufacturer globally and one of the earliest and leading contributors towards building an Atmanirbhar Bharat.
BHEL served their customers with a comprehensive portfolio of products, systems, and services in the areas of power, thermal, hydro, gas, nuclear, and solar PV, transmission, transportation, defense, and aerospace, oil and gas, and new areas like BESS and EV chargers.
The company's pan-India presence includes a network of 16 manufacturing facilities, 2 repair units, 4 regional offices, 8 service centers, 3 active joint ventures, 15 regional marketing centers, and 3 overseas offices. This current project execution is executed at more than 150 project sites across India and abroad.
BHEL manufactures a wide range of high-quality and reliable products adhering to national and international standards.
And being the only Indian supplier for several technology-intensive products and systems, BHEL plays a key role in the strategic sectors of the country. So now talking about the industry that BHEL is part of. So BHEL comes under the heavy engineering industry. So capital goods industry is a part of the heavy engineering and machine tool sector. So machine tools, textile machinery, construction and earth moving, construction, mining, and all the other heavy industrial machinery, they all come under this category. So heavy industry, it plays a very crucial role when it comes to economic growth and the industrialization. And the industry is also said to have a lot of impact when it comes to the climate changes because of the intensity and some aspects of this industry. For example, the high heat processes which are used in the metalworking and the manufacture, they become very difficult to decarbonize. So electrical equipment, which forms a very important manufacturing sector that meets the needs of the energy sector and other industrial sectors in the heavy engineering, is the major sector under which the BHEL comes under. So this sector produces large equipment such as steam generator, turbo generator, turbines, transformers, etc. So talking about the critical success factors that are of this heavy engineering industries are as follows. First is the strong teamwork. So there's a very deep need to have a strong teamwork in the areas of strong design and engineering support, procurement and subcontracting with effective mechanism, excellence in manufacturing or construction, projects and planning, and etc. The second is risk evaluation. So due to the capital intensive nature of the firm, it includes long terms of lead capital items. So proper risk assessment and mitigation is important before signing any contract. Third is sales and marketing. So the company must choose its projects and products that it will work on depending on its capabilities in the areas of initiatives and products that are being produced, diversification, and the future projects that must be created with the least amount of infrastructure investments. And the last one is cost control system. So because the majority of the companies which come under this industry, they go into the loss-making orders and loss valuable businesses. So to prevent that, it is very important to have a proper costing, estimation, cost review, and the cost control system. So now talking about the major competitors that are key players in this same industry, and now we will be talking about the ways in which they have a better advantage over BHEL or in the manners in which they can be a threat to the company. So first one is Bharat Electronics. So the employee skill development and talent management at this company is the major success factor of the company because the success is mainly attributed to the human resources, and the company offers its customers a wide range of product mix possibilities, which is the another factor which adds to its success. The next one is the Crompton Greaves Limited. So one of the factors of its success is the very strong parent company that it is a part of, which is the Avantha Group. And the another part is that it has partnered with numerous reputable international organizations in order to expand its geographical reach and break into new and emerging areas, so as to create synergies with the technology and the operational initiatives. The third company is ABB India Limited. So ABB India Limited is geographically widespread and it has resources all over the world. And one of the major factors which attributes to its success is that it is very well known for its consistently producing goods of the highest quality all around the world. The next company that we have over here is Larsen and Turbo. So the benefits of this company is that it greatly benefits from the diversification due to L&T's involvement in the variety of business prospects. And also it is one of the strongest possibilities in the capital goods market to play the anticipated policy rate lowering and subsequent decrease in cost of capital theme, since it has the ability to de-risk its business model from slowdown in any specific industry. And the last one that we have over here is Siemens. So the Siemens is known as the global powerhouse that makes significant contributions to the value chain of electrification. And the major factor which gives it a very strong advantage is that the business establishes benchmarks and innovations which go beyond simple concepts. And the company also claims to have staff who have produced an average of 34 inventions per workday and more than 7,000 inventions annually.
So now we'll look at the customers that BHEL attracts and targets. As the name suggests, their main production is of heavy electricals, so they supply their products throughout the globe. The product portfolio of BHEL is really vast. It has 16 manufacturing units across the nation, which helps them to produce a wide range of quality products at brilliant quantity levels as well. Their products are established in various domains like production of power plants, industrial equipments, boilers, steam turbines, etc. They are also present in the cement market as well as the steel sector. Their core sectors are power, transportation, renewable energy, oil and gas, and basically their main customers are the companies from the oil and gas industries. Companies like CMI, Dürr India, Fraud Hoffman, Heman are their major customers, and they purchase in huge quantities from their respective sites. BHEL has been a key player in the growth journey of India's rail transportation segment as well for the last 6 decades, and has been meeting Indian Railways' rolling stock requirements by offering innovative solutions and supplying made in India systems and equipment. Significant numbers of locomotives and EMUs of Indian Railways carry traction equipment manufactured by BHEL. Indian Railway has embarked on an ambitious modernization plan which is creating several opportunities in the sector. As part of this, Indian Railways is projecting a requirement of around 60,000 coaches of various types, including EMUs, MEMUs, and train sets. This expenditure is expected in the next 10 years is of the order of 2.8 lakh crores. This is just an estimate value and the number might vary. They have a lot of power plant projects as well in India, which focus on production of heavy materials like reactors, capacitors, and electrical machines. They have 53% acquisition in the country's total installed capacity of utility power projects. They aim to target the customers from across the globe to purchase their products by producing reliable and efficient products. The number of complaints registered by the customers in financial year 2021 were less than the number of complaints registered by the customers in the financial year 2022. But still, the resolving rate of these complaints is significantly higher in the financial year 2022. This shows us that the company values its customers at the basic level as well. The number of complaints in 2021 were close to 400, but the pending resolution resolved complaints are next to 200 or 225. Although when we see the data of 2022, the number of complaints are more than 500, but only 100 or 125 of them are left to be resolved. Many customers like NTPC, Mahagenco, MPPGCL have showed their gratitude towards the products and services provided by BHEL. They observe excellent safety measures in the product as well as brilliant effectiveness in the products. They also noticed that the problem of troubleshooting was relatively lower in the products delivered by BHEL as compared to its competitors, which we'll talk about further in the video.
So now let's take a look at Porter's 5 forces analysis. So these forces include the number and power of a company's competitive rivals, potential new market entrants, suppliers, customers, and substitute products that influence a company's profitability. 5 forces analysis can be used to guide business strategy to increase competitive advantage. Let's take a look at Porter's 5 force analysis of the stated industry. Starting with the competitive rivalry. So that is medium for the stated industry. The competition is intense among major players. Companies basically compete on pricing, experience in particular field, product quality, and capability of handling projects. Also, small companies are also trying to revamp their scale and size. Moving on with the threats of new entrants. So threat is low, considering the capital intensive nature of the industry and the reputation attached to the existing players. Now, threat of substitute. So threat is low because of the nature of the industry. Even if the buyer want to revamp or renovate its existing stock, it is likely to go to the same players. Moving on with the bargaining power of suppliers. So bargaining power of suppliers is low due to cutthroat competition. Suppliers have a strong hand in the high-end technology segment. Last, the bargaining power of customers. So the bargaining power in tech-oriented segment is low. Competition in power generation and T&D equipment sector give bargaining power of the customers a medium range. So this is about the Porter's 5 force analysis of the industry.
So moving to the pest analysis for whale, we can say that political factors are often related to the level of intervention and nature of intervention of the local and national government in the business and economic environment. Government policy and governance system plays a huge role in the nature and objective of the policies. So first factor, which is political, the changes in central government policy and involvement of state government defining rules and regulation across the state border, which results in Bhil to closely follow the state and territories rules as they have presence all over the India, which makes them to restrict them to devise nationwide policies in India. Bhil closely collaborates with NGO, protest and peer group activist movement to contribute better to the community goals as well as corporate goals. The next factor is economic factor. The economic stability of India results in stable demand, government expenditure, and increasing investment. They also decide the growth and expansion of Bhil. Also, financial markets and inflation rate affects the liquidity of the equity market, which expands further globally. And the availability of skilled laborers in India is moderate to high, which can be leveraged to improve services in India and create global opportunities. The another factor, social factor, which affects Bhel is the migration attitude towards India is very negative and which is a hindrance in bringing out the international leaders and managers to manage the operations in India and also in strategizing to market presence across the globe. And the attitude towards the health and safety are very relaxed here, which always needs to be taken care at the industry like Bhel because a single accident here can be a very fatal and hazardous, which can result in the loss of human lives and also financial losses. The another factor is technological factor, where we can see the advancement of technology makes Bhel to be ready for the future, while research and development at micro and macro level in this field is very important to give them an edge over their competitors. The next factor is environmental factor. The customer awareness and expectation from Bhel is increased and they expect them to adhere to the legal standards and also exceeding them to become responsible stakeholders in the community. The extreme weather in India have added to the cost of operation of Bhel to make its supply chain flexible. Also, Bhel can leverage the renewable technology trend, where because India is providing subsidies in the renewable sector, which can prove very beneficial for company, large company like Bhel. Coming to the last factor, which is legal factor, which is where we can say India is strictly regulating and implementing business laws with norms consistent to European Union, World Economic Organizations, etc. And also the increase in data protection law and employment law has made they very careful in implementing policies and deciding their strategic moves.
Now, coming to the business strategy, let's come to capacity enhancement program. Vail acquired BHPV Vizag as 100% subsidiary in 2008. It aimed to enhance its capabilities in design, fabrication, supply, and erection of custom-built process plant equipment. Vail Electrical Machines Limited focused on manufacturing of products for railways and industries. It is a strategic move to enhance its presence in transportation, industrial, and renewable energy sources. Now, coming to strategic focus and execution drive, Vail has taken multiple initiatives such as working towards skill enhancement at IITs in JV and PPP mode, leveraging WRI to train high pressure welders, providing extensive training to ACT apprentices and customers, and lastly, Little Campus special FTA recruitment. Now coming to the small boiler strategy, BHEL entered the small boiler segment and is strategic enough to take quick cost-saving decisions. It is also allowed orders at hand, which further set it to achieve a turnover of over 800 rupees or of over rupees 800 crore in the current year. Lastly, renewable energy and non-conventional energy sources. BHEL had received orders from the Andhra Pradesh State Electricity Board to set up a 2 megawatt wind farm at Ramgiri in Anantapur district. It is also focusing on battery vehicle technology in India, as well as solar, water, and air heating systems, which is helping them work towards renewable energy from non-conventional energy sources. Now, coming to the corporate strategy, the first one is Quality First Initiative. The company has recently launched a company-wide Quality First Initiative aimed at strengthening the quality culture, focusing on delivering world-class products and services. Towards the end, a detailed roadmap has been put in place for strengthening quality processes at all levels. Next is revamp of project execution capabilities, which is another major initiative underway with the objective of arresting project delays and consolidating its position as a leading project execution organization. Under this initiative, a number of steps have been taken, and this includes implementation of Integrated Project Management Software, IPMS, for real-time project monitoring, streamlining the supply chain to support smooth direction work at sites, strengthening pre-engineering activities, to name a few, for long-term EPC excellence. The next one is company's prolonged product strategy, which focuses on one, defending the core through excellence in execution, cost competitiveness, focus on spares and services, and improve technology. Then, secondly, diversification into new business areas by engaging a leading consultancy firm for identifying new growth areas and developing strategies for the same. And lastly, digital enablement is another key focus area for the company. Various initiatives have been taken in this direction, and some of them are currently being taken. So these include installation of IPMS for real-time project monitoring, implementation of e-office for faster decision-making and file processing. It also includes multiple ERP platforms for end-to-end monitoring of manufacturing, project execution, and related processes to improve the overall efficiency of the organization. BHEL has played a significant role in India's industrial growth, and that more than 50% of the electricity generated in the nation originates from power production equipment made by the company. The organization has undertaken the challenges of analyzing and restructuring processes, reinventing business models, expanding into new markets, businesses, and cultivating a committed staff with a solid leadership pipeline at all levels as part of the transformation strategy. First is quality first. On the quality front, the business began a company-wide quality first campaign with the goal of enhancing the quality culture and concentrating on providing top-notch goods and services. Next is revamp of project execution capabilities. Another significant project underway with the aim of stopping project delays and solidifying its status as a top product execution organization is a revamp of project execution capabilities. Next is combining and refocusing recent activities in other areas. To further ensure quality and competitiveness, the organization has started reviewing designs, specifications, and procurement procedures. The business is also combining and refocusing recent activities in the water, e-mobility, batteries, renewables, and transportation verticals. Next is cross-functional teams. A few cross-functional teams have been formed to address various difficulties the company is now facing in order to improve the financial health of the company. And last is other provisions. The improvement in cash collection, the cancellation of provisions, the increased conversion of contract assets into collectibles, and the resolution of long pending cases all demonstrate the success of these measures. Over the past few years, India's electrical equipment market has expanded significantly. Electric power equipment and parts, electric wires and cables, boilers and components, and transmission line towers are among the major electric equipment produced. In the electric equipment sector as a whole, electric power equipment and parts account for 63% of production, while wires and cables contributed 17% in financial year 2014. From US dollar 18.4 billion in financial year 2011, demand for T&D equipment is anticipated to increase to USD 75.0 million in financial year 2022. Indian electrical equipment industry experienced marginal 3.5% growth in 2013-14. Energy meters and capacitors experienced the highest growth rates of 41.1% and 10% respectively. It is anticipated that the generation equipment segment will increase to US $25 billion. By 2022, India is expected to produce boilers, turbines, and generators worth approximately US $5.7 billion. From US $6 billion in financial year 2011, demand for generation equipment is anticipated to increase to US $25.1 billion in financial year 2022. Between 2010 and 2015, exports of electrical machinery increased at a CAGR of 6.4%.
Now, let's look at the future prospect of BHL. So, the company's new management, led by Dr. Nalin Singhal, said that no project will be impacted by the COVID-19 scenario because there are significant engineering projects. However, closure and reduced government spending may have an impact on revenues. Now, beyond the electrical and thermal sectors, BHL indicated they will diversify. He said we will develop into a global engineering organization from a power sector company. The business might consider diversifying into businesses like oil and gas, railways, defense, and aerospace. BHL has started a transition process and is aggressively working to diversify its portfolio to a non-coal category such as energy storage, electrical vehicles, the energy industry, transportation, aerospace, and defense, etc. Business transformation goal, which involves entering new market and sectors. Additionally, as a part of transformation, BHL is also consolidating the initiatives taken in transportation, water, e-mobility, batteries, renewable energy, and defense aerospace. At the end, the business is working to reduce its fixed cost, which now account for 75% of the expenditure. Growth potential definitely exists for BHL, but they are primarily driven by government initiatives which are not that profitable. So there's a long way to go and there's a future for BHL for sure.